Hello again, Carl going solo. Now the wind has died down a bit. Just like to show you a bit of what I'm doing in my garden at the moment. Doing a bit of bricklaying and mortaring of bricks around the veggie gardens and doing the edges and things like that. So what I've been doing, I've been collecting lots of bricks and rocks, most of them for free on the Facebook notice board, I should say the Facebook marketplace. And I've just been laying all these bricks, putting the edges around my whole garden along the fence line. Nice thick edging which will last me a long time, almost permanent, semi-permanent. Put some rocks in some places, bricks in other places, along here as well. Starting to take shape and getting there. As you can see, first you put the bricks, which I've done on this side. I still need to lay these ones. They're just temporary. These are the permanent ones. You've still got to lay these ones on the left hand side, but I've finished on the right hand side here. Yeah. Bit of a little sitting place I created here. And yeah, all along. There's a little container for my green waste. So I've done on this side, looking alright. Now today's video is about my veggie gardens, where you grow your veggies and fruit trees and so on. See how I put the bricks there just to give it a temporary look. And then finally, eventually you just lay them, you add cement, mortar, and you render it until you've got your veggie garden permanently created. Put veggies in the veggie garden, fruit trees growing, and all compost bins, very important. You've got to have a lot of compost bins for all your green waste. It all breaks down into beautiful soil, organic. The more compost bins you've got, the better. So I've still got to lay all these veggie gardens. Done this one here. It's all laid. Heaps of compost bins. Seriously, you don't need a green bin. You just need these compost bins all around your garden for all your compost, and the worms and the snails and the slugs. They'll all digest it into beautiful organic soil, so you don't even need to buy potting mix. Just create your natural free soil in your compost bins. But in today's video I just want to show you how you lay these bricks so they're permanently bordering your veggie garden like this. First thing you need to do, the most important thing, is to buy general purpose cement. I've bought the Bastion one, which is $7.50 a bag, 20 kilograms. Then I go into my tool shed and get all my tools necessary for the bricklaying work. Got the wheelbarrow here, the trowels, gloves. You need plenty of gloves to protect your hands. Here I have a big container where I tip in the cement, so that's pure cement in here. Then you need 1 or 2 buckets where you can mix your cement with whatever you want to add to it. Like, I just add a lot of soil to the cement, but obviously the more soil you put in, the weaker the concrete will become. So better to add more cement and less soil. But you can add some stones. Stones I just grab around here. And soil I just grab clays. I find clay is very good rather than topsoil. Try and get the clay soil and put lots of cement in, of course. So you fill the bucket up with about half a bucket of water, and you can see I've put soil in here already. There's soil, clay, mostly clay. Then I'll tip this cement in. I'll tip another half and I'll fill the rest of the bucket up with cement and just mix it. And then that's the mortar I use, the render, to lay these bricks around the veggie garden. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Just heading down to the Pakenham Bunnings. Two Bunnings in Pakenham, but this is the big one that I'm going to buy the cement from. Been very windy this week. I've never seen so much wind in my life. Every day for about a week. I've had strong winds, 100 kilometres an hour. Getting quite sick of it. It just doesn't stop.
We're going to go for a walk, but then it's got to run around the lake.
Yeah, in the big Pakenham Bunnings. Busy today. Well, that's busy. Let's look for the cement. Usually at the back. In the building supplies.
Oh, that's what
I think that's right down the end here. Gonna need a trolley actually. For this heavy cement. Hopefully there's one here. So that would be it there, but forklift operating, so how am I going to get to it? It's all fenced off. Hopefully more around here. Heaps of concrete and cement. Oh, here's one I can get to. Big piles have been fenced off. So that's the one I'm pretty much looking for, the 20 kilogram general purpose cement, which the price, where's the price? Haven't got prices on them. These ones a bit more expensive, the quick set, they're about $8.70. What is it? Oh, hang on. That one's $8.75, the quick set. But I just need the cement, pure cement, which you can add some, whatever you want, add stones or even dirt you can add to it a little bit. Here's concrete, which, how much is this one? It's $8.27 if you want the concrete, but cement is what I've been using, this one here. Can't see the price. No, they've taken the price off, but last time I bought this one it was $8.50 for one bag. Need a trolley, so yeah, I'll grab this one. A couple of spare trolleys here. That'll do the job. Let's get to it. A couple of bags. Probably only need 2 bags today. Okay, 2 bags of this stuff. There we go. They have a self-service desk. They used to. Where you can serve yourself. How are you? Good, thanks. Just 2 bags of this cement, please. Go. Yeah, I got 5 eyes. That's going 5 eyes.
Just brought these bit of receipts one away. They're the wrong one. She's just going to go to the right.
$17.
That work. How much is one bag now? This cement?
Half of 17.
$8.50. Yeah, that's still $8.50. That's all right. Cool. Yeah. What do we got here? Yep, I was right. $8.50 a bag. $8.49. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's all good.
Yep, no worries.
We're good. Thank you. So the most important thing is to put on some safety goggles, because cement is quite toxic, and if you get it in your eyes, which once I did, it can make you go blind, but thankfully I managed to get it out, but it was very painful and horrible experience. So firstly, safety goggles. Secondly, as I said, because cement is so toxic, you need gloves. I wear a few pairs of gloves. I wear the rubber gloves underneath, 2 pairs of rubber gloves, and the heavy duty gloves on top of that, where you can just spread it on with your hand. So gloves are very important because the cement can eat into your hands if you don't wear them. See, I've tipped the cement in here already. Lots of cement, water and sand and some stones, and that's your render. That's your mortar to use to do the rendering. You just grab some cement, some render, the mixed stuff, and you just rub here along the walls you're creating, the brick walls. You just rub it along. Just put it in your hand, and you don't need a trowel, you just rub it on with your hands, like this, until you've got a nice smooth surface. That's basically what you do, and that solidifies the bricks, it holds them all together, makes it a nice finish, which will last you a long time. Fortunately in life, nothing is permanent, nothing lasts forever, and you will get some cracks over time. So with the cracks, it's not hard to fix them. You just get your mortar and you just go over it like this. Any cracks, only takes a minute to do. Fix these cracks along here. And that's how you get rid of the cracks. You just got to go over it. Maybe once a year you've got to check for cracks. Any cracks, just use the same mortar and create a nice finish again, like that. Hello again, it's the next day, and as you can see here, all the concrete is set, the cement is dried, and it's rock solid. Show you how we're going to finish this off. Get the trusty gloves. Put some gloves on, got my shovel. So you can see over here, it's all nice and solid, set. Really firm concrete, that's tough, that'll last me a long time. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to fill up on the left hand side, fill up with dirt and organic matter and compost, and down the bottom you just put twigs and logs and wood, and all the insects and the grubs will decompose that into beautiful topsoil, fertilizer for your garden. So I'll just show you how we're going to do this. It's over here a bit. Okay, so we grab some wood and twigs. Wood like this. Got the trusty wood, you just throw the wood down the sides. It'll all decompose. Just chuck that in there and in the front like this. Pieces of wood. Lots of wood. Right down the bottom. Twigs for my compost. All your prunings you can put in there too. Just chuck it in here. And then you fill up the dirt from this side, because tomorrow we're going to finish this, the right hand side. So you just take all the bricks off here and you grab some soil from this side. Still got some wood rotting from back there. You just grab and chuck the soil from that side into the other side, so I can continue around here and finish the veggie plot. That's pretty much how you do it, and I'll show you a bit later on. I've now placed the bricks on the right hand side here, and as you can see I've made it just a little bit wider to make the plot a bit bigger, to grow more veggies. Not totally straight, so I've still got to straighten that up. Forgot to mention, when you're putting the wood down the bottom, make sure it's not treated with chemicals. Make sure it's pure organic wood and prunings, because you don't want chemicals in the veggie garden. Another thing, between each plot, make sure you've got enough room to put one of these chairs in so you can sit down and do the weeding. Only took me about an hour to make that brick wall and place the bricks there. Doesn't take that long. So, as I said, you need plenty of space here so you can sit down when you do, you do your shoveling and your weeding on both sides. So make sure you've got enough space for one of these chairs. And get a hammer and a piece of wood to straighten up the wall now before I add the cement. It's not quite straight. You just straighten it up with a hammer like this. Put a bit of wood there. Make sure it's all nice and straight, and probably leave it overnight to let it settle a bit. And you've got to bang on it quite a bit. Make sure it's totally straight as you can get it. Although it doesn't have to be 100%. It's only a veggie garden. No one's really looking at it down the back of your house. So near enough is good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. Good afternoon. I'm happy to say I've finished this veggie plot and started working on this one now, removing the soil on this one so I can straighten it up like this one. Lay the bricks. I've overfilled it with soil because there's heaps of wood and cardboard down the bottom and newspapers, so it will settle a bit. So yeah, overfill it with soil, and I've started planting nice seedlings, tomatoes, parsley, silver beet, spinach, pumpkins. Got a few seedlings in, potatoes which just come up automatically. Good old spuds, I never have to buy spuds. And I planted a few fruit trees at both ends of the plot. Here at the front this one's a pear tree and an avocado there. So whichever one grows the best, I'll let it grow. And on this end there's another avocado which is growing quite nicely, and a fig. I never buy my fruit trees. I try to grow them from seeds and cuttings. I think that's the goal of doing veggie and fruit gardening. Trying to spend as little money as possible and maximising your output, your produce, without spending too much money. Just a little hobby for me. Just show you how I plant my seedlings. Just have a little garden trail like that. Any stones, I throw in a little stone garden there, stone patch. Lots of stones, and any weeds you can just throw there, or any unwanted stuff like weeds, just throw it in the compost over here. Plenty of compost bins, the more the better. And here we have a pumpkin. I'll just show you how I planted out here. We'll put him just here. Nice and deep. Like that. Not too deep, because you want the leaves, you don't want any leaves under the soil. You just want to cover the roots, and as soon as you plant your veggie seedlings, you've got to water them like this. Give it some water straight away. And that's pretty much it. That's my veggie plot. Now I've got to move on. Now I have to move on to the one over here. Continue this one just here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.